the trash. Getting your cash like I'm fast, like I'm girl, you wanna act like it been. Security codes on everything on vibrate, so your phone don't never ring.